The Out There channel.
Please sub and share.
Searching for the truth. UFOs, aliens, greys and ufology. Real images, real stories, real videos, real cases, researched and investigated by professionals in the field and cutting-edge discoveries. Multiple witnesses, abduction accounts brought to you by Team The Out There channel. Good to be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action.
Yeah, I won't be here too long. Just probably do some UFO stuff before it gets too early in the morning, and testing out my new API thing that tells us who's watching, and hitting the like button on the main stream sites that we go to now. Since there was no other tool out there, I had to write my own one. And it looks like it might be working. So we're back. Alright, audio working. And looks like YouTube's a wee bit behind on my player here. I don't really trust it. I might just reload that. Then it resync itself, I think. So it reckons we got one watching on YouTube there, which looks like I may have fixed it finally. Yeah, if anyone's done coding and know how technical it can get, especially when we're talking across different websites and domains over the long distances, like from the bottom of the world to the top of the world. Yeah. So yeah, looks like we got you on, at least Shogun, in the middle of day. Well, middle of your day. It's now coming up to 2 AM my time. Hello then. Yeah, so you got a treat that you finally get one in normal hours, and me in witching hours. The witches will come out. I just finished watching an interesting UFO show, so I'm going to talk about that. About UK Wells UFOs. And I recommend you go and hunt it down and have a watch of it. Like I did. So we got 2 viewers on Build, one like there, 1 viewer on YouTube, 2 likes there. Rumble has 2 viewers and 1 like there, and the total number of viewers on those domains comes to 5, and that counter there just tells how many times it's updated the information, which is once every 40 seconds. So we'll see how it goes. It's good to see my code coming in useful now. So when I keep saying who's out there, I can sort of get an idea of the top domains where people come to watch me. And we can see how it goes. It's this crazy time. You think there'd be a lot more people around UK, Europe, they want to tune in. And also it would be like midnight in Australia. And I think it might be early morning in USA at the moment. Let's see. No, I could have done it there. Times in USA right now. Okay, it's early morning, isn't it? Where's that? East Coast. And Los Angeles. Still a wee bit earlier there. There's normally 3 hours difference. Yeah, that's right. 7 a.m. So it's early morning USA. So let's see if we get some morning people show up. I should post it on Reddit too, shouldn't I? A lot of naysayers there lately, wishing me bad luck. They miss out on all the good stuff. Better than all the other crap that's going on at the moment. Yeah, Reddit. So I've been using that to promote the site a bit, and a lot of people don't like it that I'm promoting on there. Self-promotion I don't like. I said, oh, it's okay if I get someone else to promote me then, is it? What's the difference, you know? They're still going to post the same link. They're bloody idiots in ufology. I'm not sure if it's a Generation M thing. Did I have a login thing to it here? Probably wasn't logged in. But should be able to find my channel. Oh, that's right. It made this up. Automatically made this account up. If you're not on Reddit, you should get on it though. It's probably worse than Twitter actually. Let's see. So it's called the Out There Channel, the initials _UFOs, and look, it comes up. So now I've got 100 subs there. It's getting recognised. Not sure who this one is, but it's not the Out There Channel. It's nothing to do with me. And there's my channel there, and I post around when I go live. Not sure if I should do that or not though. There's a lot of negative there, and I'd have to post it as myself rather than this account. I'm not sure if I want to do that. But yeah, get a lot of naysayers, especially in UFO sub there. Some nasty comments anyway. How many users it got now? So at first a few people there were criticising me, and then they started watching a few of my shows. Surprise, surprise. They decided I was a really good debunker. And they said so. Which was a bit of a shock for someone to actually admit that in a comment. Of course he got downvoted straight away by all the haters. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can find that one. But I wonder if we can narrow it down to the posts I do. Out There Channel. Yep, I just found a few there. Going back in time. Oh, that's because it's got that on the title. The channel abbreviation. So it looks like it only searches in titles. But you can see I get a few comments. The fast UAP post on the star. If you click on that, we can have a quick read on, I suppose. Is that on my channel or their channel though? Gets a bit confusing. So I reposted it from mine onto theirs. Oh, I haven't actually been downvoted there. Oh, I have there. If I end up with 0 or negative, that means people downvoted me. The alien on the desktop makes them really convincing. So they're talking about Mr. Grey. Where is Mr. Grey? Oh, he's up there, hiding. Mate, fair point, but that's just my avatar. I coded I used when I do live sky watching and other live shows. Here is the full live show it's from. What's this one? Who are the star people? Not sure what you mean. I guess my question more specifically is about the origins of these beings. Well, if I knew that, I'd let you know, wouldn't I? If they told me. But I think I have been told they're from another universe, older universe that we're connected to. Again, I have talked hours on this. So you just got to come and watch the stuff I post, eh? And you see I got downvoted there. No negatives though, that's quite interesting. Must have been some people upvoted me as well. So I soon learnt not to post there because it's like a pack of 5 people coming along all hit negative without actually reading or watching anything. That one's got 4 comments. Another mystery caught on outside sky watching camera. Example I got. And I think it was that stranger one we had, which was actually a reflection of the goo, the Vaseline that I had on it. And it looked like a drone coming down, or a plane heading towards me or something, or a UFO. You caught a lens flare. This is a joke, right? I know this might have been the outside one I had in daytime where it was reflecting off the crystal in the window on the camera on the extreme right angle. Yeah, it was actually a lens flare, that one. This has to be a joke, right? No, because if they watched it, they explain it in the video what it's about so they can learn. So these got to be all young kids, I'd say. Security team, the biggest influence YouTube channel, was also caught faking a story with a rare photo in 2021. That one stirred up a few comments. Anything to do with security team, right? 25 comments there. Security team caught faking a video, so nothing's changed in the past decade then. Well, that one's wise, but we're not the 2 million other people that are still begging for his videos. It's pathetic if you go and, well, maybe we should go and have a look at some of his comments on his last live. It was like 6 weeks ago. Not his live episode. And people were begging for him to come back with more stuff. Security team is all about Tyler's ego. Feels like they have been caught faking shit before. Tyler, literally almost everything. So, and they wouldn't know that if it wasn't for people like me, and yet they're ready to attack me. I hopefully thought it was common knowledge. No, it's not. That's why I posted it. If you're like me, dude, you're a lot older than we think we are. We're too bloody old, that's the problem. He also faked an interview with Hal Putoff, I believe. Now, I don't think I've seen that one. That's something I might have missed, of course, and if we could find that original one, that would be a laugh, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm not sure if that one's actually true. Yeah, sure, Team 10. Not really surprised. So this just shows me the caliber of people on here are more aware than UFO Twitter gang and people in general. He fakes videos, changes his own voice, and I said, I know, it was me that found all the leakers he did after Dazzaman exposed Mr. Ken. See, they don't even know who I am. You know, they know about he faked leaker voices, but I don't know who was behind exposing them. He's had some rough personal shit to deal with, so here comes the sucky crowd. There's so much drama, it's ridiculous. These people are drama queens. It was self-inflicted shit as well. I used to enjoy watching his channel, but after a bit it seemed to me he wasn't open to any ideas that didn't match his own. But everything on it was easy to explain. That's weren't CGI or his own fakes. I forgot this channel exists. I thought it was obvious 10 years ago that it was more of a fictional channel. Well, in 10 years time after that he made another $2.5 million, so you should have spoke out and told other people that it's all fake, but they didn't, did they? No, man, he still have 200k watching and making $1,000 a video. So that was a bit of a surprise. I thought there was going to be a lot of attackers on that, but there's a lot of people actually being supportive there. Oh, what's going on there? Everyone hates Lou reviews. Is that all it found? Looks like it. That was searching for that in the title. That's going to make it a bit harder. Unless you can do TOTC UFOs. Let's search on that. Did that work? We got a lot more. Looks like it. Let's see. Yep, looks like it's found a few more here. Seems it's not in order though. 1 month. Oh, it might be. In fact, no, it's not. It's not in order, is it? Oh, it could be. 13 days, 1 month. 2 months. Yeah, I've been posting there quite a long time now. So where's the latest stuff then? Hasn't shown up on that. That's kind of weird. MUFON messed up capturing proof of TR3B. Grays in 2010. Cool. Higgins, Tommy T UFO encounters. Haven't seen him around lately. Corbell defends a proven hoaxer. He knew Tyler security was faking. Corey from Australia, UFO and alien encounter. His one was really strange. He was on the operating system table and they were literally sticking his hands into his gut and pulling out stuff. I have to listen to that one again. He reckons he was in the Army Corps as well, so he's got he wasn't sure if they were doing some LSD MK Ultra stuff on him, making him believe that he's being operated on and stuff. Kind of scary if they were. EMF detector, 6-part series, Mars rocks. Dr. Greer, light beams exposed as fakes. Wow. So what negative comments did we get? 2-hour video with what sounds like a clickbait title. No. But alas, it's not. See, the people are ready to jump down your throats because they can't have their heroes they worship exposed. When UFOs attack, part 1 of 2. What's this one? Beyond Skinwalker. Got some legit paranormal footage coming up? Question mark. Got 6 comments on that one. Cool post, man. Literally no info and just spam and crap. So there you go. No negative person. Yeah, why don't you just watch it and actually see that it wasn't spam. It was actually a correct title. Skinwalker Ranch reminds me of the kid in the 2nd grade whose dad worked at Nintendo. I'm not sure what that really means. The show has been History Channel's to F, but you can't deny that there is something at this property that's unusual. Well, so far they haven't documented anything. If they have, and it's all assumptions and going wow at bugs on video, even the latest ones, which I'm going to cover in the weekend. So stay tuned for my next review of the next episodes. The LiDAR is really odd. That's only because you don't understand how the LiDAR has issues with dust and stuff in the air. And the experts on there don't seem to come across as experts on the technical side of things, only flying a drone around with one on. They don't really understand the issues with LiDAR, and they lie about, oh, I haven't seen that before. That's because they don't normally have the drone stationary. They have it doing a grid pattern. The show is just crock of shit. It really is. But it just makes me laugh, and I just have to put my face in my hands. Listen to that Travis, what's his name? Taylor guy. Just spout a lot of nonsense out of his mouth. Yeah, this guy was not being really nice to me. And I did ban him for 1 day. I am banned from UFO subs because I made too much sense. No, it's because you insulted me, mate. Which is one of the rules that you can't do. He was insulting the operator, as they call it. He needed to go to Copilot to start asking questions. So these guys are what I call attack dogs, and they don't understand what my channel's all about. So it's about life debunking and life research, and one of the tools to use is AI, of course, isn't it? Which has saved us a few hours of searching for the websites when that can search and condense it for us. And give us the links, you know, and the end of the comment even. So I don't reply to this one because when it got downvoted, right? You can see I don't reply anymore, so because I don't get attacked. I just let them have their little say. The show is hilarious. They're not about my show, but History Channel. The head of security likes to go by Dragon, if I recall. Is that a spin-off? So, yeah. Bob Lazar, hangers. That one stirred up a few. You always expect these big talking heads to always stir up people. They can't accept it, you know. But at least my episode here was actually middle ground and giving them the benefit of the doubt, trying to find it on satellite images, right? Robert and Paul talking about the early cases of Men in Black. 0 votes. No one liked that one. No one was interested. Lesser known Brazil UFO cases. Three likes, basically. 3 votes means 3 likes. Out of 250,000 people that's meant to be on the sub, right? This confirmed fly classic disc filmed in UFO. I think I was meant to put fly in there. Has been verified by MUFON. And that one got only 8 likes. And a lot of probably negative comments to see. I really don't care what anyone has to say at this point. Show or I'm not interested. Well, that's what I did do on the episode, isn't it, Shogun? Heard of copyright? Filmer is a skeptic who refuses to release for his own reasons. That's a shocker. There's always some bullshit reason. It's not Op's fault. They won't release it. He's doing his best. Yay, someone's standing up for me. Well, then they shouldn't post it because this is the response they will get. 90% of the content on the sub is shit. Like this. We didn't even watch it, I bet ya. How are we supposed to know what's bullshit and what's not when there is no real evidence? Well, I gave it to them, didn't I? They weren't interested in the real evidence. They're too busy shit posting like that. Well, have a go at MUFON then. Sounds like they are not that mutual after all. Someone with ops background posts something and that doesn't meet expectations. Don't pitchfork him. I never know MUFON had a vid they won't and can't release. I say they got a few of them actually. Or you know, the real answer would be the op is full of shite. The op being me, that is. The operator of my out there channel sub is what he's saying there. Mate, that's not turn this sub into a UFO Twitter. It's honesty the only place where there is a modicum of respect. This sub is a joke. Now, I'm sorry, a bunch of posts lacking evidence or YouTube channels posting the same garbage, but I'm not the same. I'm a shining star amongst all the YouTube channels out there. So these people have got something to learn. I don't know, they're strange people in ufology. I agree, but I won't comment on the sub anymore as I'm being hit with downvotes. Next time you make a claim, have the evidence ready. So they haven't watched it, all right? They got to watch it through because without my enhancements and my own additions to it, without just looking at the photographs, means nothing, right? And the same with Mojo's alien UFO encounter video. Because you are defending the indefensible. You're lucky I release what I have. There's a inner circle. If you're not a credible researcher, you'll never get to see the good stuff. Not even Calvine and all the talking heads. Bye! These guys are Calvine fans. They just don't understand. They don't understand they're being conned by all these people that are making big money out of it, and they should be listening to the average Joes out there with actually science backgrounds. New Zealand X-Files, Tall Nordics, Visit Paul, and 0 votes on it. So they're not interested in real evidence, right? Why are you forwarding something that creator says was fake? Why are you forwarding? Nope. So I was comparing my sightings with this Charles Hall. Charles Hall is not the same tall whites as we found out in the research, right? His is completely different to the Nordic tall whites. So he's misunderstood. You just got to watch and listen. They just don't want to do that. They're just trying to spend the hours joining in. I better check out the side comments, I suppose. I'll get onto the new stuff in a minute. Daytime show first. Yes. Cigar shaped. Yep, I'll be covering that in a minute. Craft like the one I saw. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out in a minute. I was just trying to find all the other negative. Oh, Ron James. This is something I'm bringing up on the weekend too. He's brought out this UFO video, which clearly is a model using plastic troopers, claiming it is a real photo of a UFO crash. And this guy is a director in MUFON TV, right? Should know better. And they're trying to sell $100 access to their streaming of their symposium where they're going to talk about this case, and it's caused a lot of hoo-ha online when people know, well, if the photo is fake, why bother listening to any of the rest of the story? It's just a cash grab. So but I posted up my evidence from 3 years ago where this Ron James was exposed for trying to team up with Third Phase, and I only got one upvote. I probably got maybe more than that, but because they're probably down votes, and then you get upvotes, so it goes negative and then it goes positive. So there could have easily been like 10 negative votes on that and 10 positive votes, and it cancels out. It's kind of a stupid system, really. I like the way YouTube does it better. It's better from thumb up and thumb down. And of course, if you get negative votes, right, eventually people won't bother even clicking on your comment if it's negative. There's a lot of attitude out there, right? So if you're a targeted individual for disinformation agents or UFO hate group, which I believe I am, even the Men in Black, I think the government is also trying to silence me. Amount of strange problems that we've been getting over the years. So this is what this guy had to say about Ron James and teaming up with Third Phase. No one cares about your effort to push your own subreddit. Post it as native content and people will react to it. Yeah, they'll downvote it, mate. You can't educate dumb is what I said there. I took a risk. You can see I got downvoted here. Didn't go negative, but it's still 0. Truth matters to a few, though. I don't criticize their content. Lazy effort behind it to promote their own subreddit. So they seem to be worried that I'm promoting my own subreddit when I'm trying to promote, trying to educate or wake up people that there's a lot of fake shit out there, and the people they're following and listening to are all fakers. And they need to be listening to me, and they can actually get to see some real stuff, but they don't really care. That's lame too. It's okay if they get someone else to promote their content. He said it is a fake, and why they fell for it. Not in the second interview, you didn't. No. And of course, there's hundreds of posts like this. Some calls reactions. You can see a lot of 0 votes there, though. 5 on that one. Darcy Ware, they weren't interested in that. He's working with Tyler and also a Shell. CA documents. Robert talks ET, and he got 3 votes on that one. My first alien visit with evidence. 1 upvote and 25 comments. Let's have a look at that one. They're not interested in real evidence. Not going to watch a video. Just state your evidence, please, or just show it if pics. 5-second attention span. Did I delete comment after that? Might have been clearly not chosen for grammar skills. So already starting to attack my spelling mistakes because of my eye problems, and I have to zoom it in like this to read it, right? As soon as I read it. Aren't you a smart one? Perhaps if you watch, this is me replying to it, if you watch my episode, my upbringing and living in many countries with changing languages, you wouldn't be a spell Nazi. Deleted. With skills like yours, I have no doubts on why they chose you. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be sarcasm. Might have, might not, might have. Okay, so another one that's corrected my grammar. Such a bright bots. Do you actually believe the world is filled with bots trying to ridicule you? Well, I believe the government could easily do that, right? I think any person at home could easily write a bot that looks for signatures and post nasty comments, right, just to stir up. Yawn. Anyway, yeah, check them out if you want. There's a lot of other nasty comments that I couldn't find the worst ones. Yeah, I don't know if they got deleted. They might have got deleted. Alright, I got that to cover next time. So these are all the tabs for coming up in the week, the weekend. So on to the stuff that I was going to talk about. How's it going here? 3 viewers on Pilt. Say hi in the side chat if you want. And we got Shelly Morrison on the side. How's it going? How's your missus? Did she survive the surgery? Charlie's not too well going. He tried to go crap tonight and he couldn't get anything out of him. I'm just worried that his tumours may be inside as well now. But he's coming up to 15. He's 14 and a half. And we got a discount on the council saying since he's over 14, he's now in the golden years. And it only costs 1/3 to register him. So it should do, shouldn't it? I got 3 views on YouTube and 4 likes and 4 on Rumble. But I've yet to add on the other ones, and I'm not sure if I'll do it or not. I just want the top sites that have people that actually interact, mostly. So yeah, it looks like my new stats tracker is a lot better, and it's less on the CPU. Is Shelly still there? Shelly. That's like it 3 minutes ago. Anyway, let's get on to this show that I recommend. like I said, it's only going to be like a little short thing I was going to do here until I get too tired. It was early in the morning. Shelly. Yes, she's waiting to what? Find out if it needs a chemo. Alright, so they got the sample. I'm here, only caregiver at home, but I'm doing okay. Cool. I'm pretty sure the doctors and surgeons know what they're doing in America compared to over here. But it costs an arm and a leg, doesn't it? Medical stuff. They end up sending you big bills. $5,000 for a broken leg in USA, I believe. That's just ridiculous. If we broke our leg, we'd just go to the emergency in the hospital and they x-ray it and patch it up. If it needs surgery, they'd do that too, schedule it in for the next day or whatever. But our system's overwhelmed. We haven't got enough doctors and nurses because they just won't pay them enough to keep them from being headhunted from Australia and America and UK. Depends if you want lifestyle versus money, I guess. And they do work hard and they deserve, they don't get enough praise, I don't think. There's a lot of people that don't get enough praise in this world. Hard workers out there. Yeah. Well, you could be like me. You could be 5 years trying to get your eye operation. And some new lung virus things showing up, which I think I got. And it takes 3 weeks to get rid of it. I walk the dog and I come back, almost feel like I'm going to... Can't get my breath. I feel like I'm going to pass out. And you're wheezing, but you got no fluid in the lungs. It's very strange. The new viruses coming out to try and kill us now. Getting more vicious. What's this? Yes, we are doing HEF tubes in just a minute. Okay. Whatever that stands for. Who is that? Your mum? No. That's her wife. They're a lesbian couple. Shelly was on here doing her story with Earl Grey, remember? When she claimed to be abducted as a kid by alien greys. So yeah, so this thing I was watching tonight was really good. I took some snapshots. So I'll just go through some of it without trying and spoil it too much. But I think I took some episode last and they're at the end here first. So I'll start with them. Here I think, yeah, that starts there. So this one's UFOs in Wales. You may remember that me and Robert did the famous school visitations, and one of them was called Broadhaven School. That's what she starts with. She starts to go to the school sighting to see if it was just some sort of military thing they saw, or hypersteria, or whatever all the skeptics tend to write off as. So we'll just bring up some images there. So I've just got a couple of drawings from the kids. Apparently the school teacher told them all to sit down in class and pull out a piece of paper and start drawing what they saw and no talking with each other. So I suppose it was done like a school exam, right? So they couldn't cheat of each other, what they were drawing. And of course there was a lot of similarities between all of them. And this is one of them, which looks like a typical flying saucer. But when you start listening to the accounts, they said it was a more of a cigar shape with a small dome, not a large dome like this, but a smaller dome in the middle. Is it out of sequence though? I thought I had some more. Alright. Is it gone out of sequence? I'll just explain it. That was another one of the kids' drawings. So that must be the start of it. This is on the first episode. Oh, that's very strange. I thought I had some more. Let me just check. Right. Maybe they didn't go into the folder or something screwed up. Probably didn't do the snapshot properly. I can't see him. I can't see where I dropped it in the wrong place. No. Anyway, we could probably just do a quick search for the drawings. Let's see if we can find some. Broadhaven School UFO drawings. Let's see if we can get the same ones come up. Here we go. So that's one we saw there. But she had access to the original drawings. He gave him the folder. He still had the folder at the school with all the drawings in, gave it to her so they could get the higher res scans or camera aimed at it. It does look a wee bit better. Another one that was very similar. I wonder what one with the tree I took. That disappeared. This is the guy she sees as an adult. The chubby kid, David Davies. He was bullied, he reckons, to keep his mouth shut about the UFO, and he refused to, because they said he was lying. The other kids obviously didn't see it. Where's all the other drawings? There's another one. Where's all the other ones? It's kind of strange, isn't it? There's another one which I'd say was more accurate to what the guy was describing. That one's not accurate. That one, oh, this one here. But there's another one of these that the kid draws identical to this as well, without the trees in the way. It's only small, is it? Have we got a better one? Why did it go small there? To me, it's one of the most credible cases. If you follow this TV series, and she talks about it wasn't just the school kids that saw it; adults saw it as well. There we go. So they said it was like a cigar-shaped craft with a little dome on top. And I thought, well, could that also be a triangle craft? Because if you saw a triangle on the side, that would look like a cigar shape too, wouldn't it? Because all the other witnesses later on were talking about TR3B sightings. But then I thought there were early stories of UFOs that were also USOs that went to the sea, and they looked like submarines. They looked like cigar-shaped submarines with little things on top, little domes on top. And I thought that sounded just like what they're describing. I'm not sure we can actually find some of those. Let's have a look. Old UFO story of USOs shaped subs, maybe. Probably be very hard to find it, probably. Story. Six UFO government cover-ups. Proof is out there. Did we get any images? Let's have a look at images first. No. Really want drawings, because it only be drawings. That one kind of looks like a submarine, though. Yeah. But it's to do with that Antarctica person, which is a fake story, unfortunately. Yes, didn't see any images. What's that one there? Russia's USO secrets. That might be interesting. Yeah, there's no submarine ones here, is it? Let's put submarines, maybe. That makes sense. If you got some anti-gravity technology, right? A submarine would be perfect, because you've hardened it for under at least 1,000 feet underwater, right? And it's a good place to hide, and also have bases underwater that you get to, and then you come up and then fly in the air when you need to. Have we got anything else there? Mystery UFOs. I'm not seeing any graphic artist work. Of course, you got these so-called, what they said were blimps. Experimental blimps that the submarines released and used it for target practice, because they had like a gun that's on the top of the submarine that they used to calibrate. But that looks like a big target. Probably shoot some missiles at it, probably. Or could use it as like a radar or eye in the sky, couldn't you? And it's big enough that it wouldn't be taken out too quickly. So it makes you wonder if the submarine UFOs is very similar to what they're talking about as the Tic Tac. Right. Well, that's quite interesting. That one come up from the Haven one. I didn't even put Haven in there. I just put submarine in USO, next come up. USO. Maybe just try UFO shaped submarines? I don't know. Let's just try different things. Here we go. Home comforts, military. Forget the skies. And what's that one? Let's have a quick look. US Navy. Futuristic submarine. Now, these submarine stories, I kind of recall World War II stories that they were seeing these submarines flying around in the air down near South America. Eyewitnesses saw them, and then they'd land in the water, then submerge like a normal submarine. Now, I just wonder if it was Nazi technology going on there. And maybe it's still being used today and covered up today by the Americans, because remember they got the paperclip guys and may have got their hands on the blueprints of these flying submarines. UAP images. Yeah, looks like I can't find those early stories, unfortunately. What's that one? Yeah. Just like all submarines. Alright, and of course we've got this one here. Manta Ray UUV, a drone submarine. What do they call them? The Manta Ray. Jules Verne. My nose is blocked up. Here's another one, which they said was a targeted blimp or eye in the sky blimp. They're not too sure. Maybe it was used for both. Maybe because when they surface, they can blow up these blimps, and it would stop those old prop planes with the machine guns coming down and getting them. Atomic submarine. It makes sense that you'd turn a submarine into a anti-aircraft, not an anti-aircraft, anti-gravity craft, because it's got a nuclear engine in it, right? So you got like 100 years, well, how many years it normally lasts? 10 years nuclear power. What's this one? Most unusual yacht concepts. A house in the sea. A lot of people would like that, actually, wouldn't they? You could see maybe the Saudi Arabians doing that in the Mediterranean or the Black Sea or the Dead Sea, or what it's called. Still didn't see what I was after, though. Anyone remember those early rendering of the flying submarine UFOs? I suppose you had to be in a certain age group where you only saw a lot of the stuff in magazines and stuff. UFO Brazil, I think there's some sightings down that way. What's that? Yeah, there's something else that's sort of doing the rounds at the moment. Jamie Misson's mummies. They're saying the American scientists have confirmed the South American scientists, and I still don't believe it, because scientists can be fooled, and I believe they were limited to certain areas they could collect samples from. Now they weren't allowed to destroy the mummy to try and get to the bones they wanted to test, right? Which means you can be fooled. Or they might have been given the same material to test, right? I still think it's a three-toed sloth. It may be a very old skeleton from thousands of years ago, but it's still a three-toed sloth that they modified, I believe. If you look at the skeletons, maybe I'll go over it again. What's this one here? Project Gutenberg. What the hell is it? That's kind of strange. Taken from Facebook group. Yes. Let's read in there. Book of Aircraft. That's kind of looking strange though. Giant nuclear torpedo. No. Well, let's try flying submarines. They would have a special name. They wouldn't call them UFOs probably back then. There's flying saucers, so probably call them flying submarines. Let's have a look. It's not a very good submarine. That one looks a bit stupid. That one kind of looks like a manta ray, but it's using prop engines. A plane that can go into water. How about that? Now we're talking about it. Flying submarine. Now this is where we get into those stories of the so-called flying submarines. There we go. Navy plans flying submarine. There you go. Maybe they've been planning it for a long time. They're just improving the design of it. Oh, there's that drawing we saw above. A plane that clean in water and then go underwater. When electric. Oh, that looks like something out of Thunderbirds. From sea to air. See, they've been thinking about the idea for a long time. What we got here? Flying submarines. China is testing. Well, there you go. That kind of looks like a Tic Tac, doesn't it? And it looks like a TR-3B from the other direction. Now, this is why I like doing these live debunks. You know, you never know what you're going to find out. When was that posted? A couple of years ago. And they're calling it drones too. The Americans have got the manta ray, and they got their so-called submarines. Consumes a little energy. I bet it's made from plastic too. So it can't be metal detected. Now there you go. So could that have been around in 19... What years was it? 77? 72, 77, I think it was the years that the whales were seeing these flying cigar shapes. There we go. Got it zoomed in a wee bit there. And my eyes are terrible, I tell you. Okay. Have got any other old stories here? The accidental flying submarine. There's a lot of good stuff here. It needs some reading. Well, look at that one. Deep water flying. Here's another one. God, that looks like a Tic Tac, doesn't it? It's got the little wings. And a Tic Tac shape. Flying submarines of China again. Flying submarines. Have we got the video? I want to see the video. Where is it? No, that's not it, surely. Well, maybe it is. That's not what it looked like on the drawing. Prototypes, maybe, huh? The drawing looked far superior than that thing. It didn't have a prop engine either. See that there? No prop engines there. Just looks like it might have a fan one at the back here though. And it has inlets here on the side, does it? What the hell is that? Flying submarine. Looks like an ancient submarine. What's this one? Flying submarine, Pentagon. Well, that one looks strange. And what's that look like? That looks like what Arnold saw. What's his name? The first one that started off the flying saucer craze. They were shaped like a D shape like this, with the curved in wings. Wow. Let's have a look at that one. And we got watching 10 still. My thing's still working alright then. Kind of looks like Batman movie. What's those things at the front though? To break the water as it enters? A DARPA, there you go. It doesn't say anything on it. Just that little blurb. To continue, try. Well, they want us to pay a subscription to read the damn article. Scumasses. I had an add-on that got around that though. It used to have an add-on. Probably hasn't been updated or something. What else we got? We need to go back to the story, I guess. Manta Ray again. Art station. when you think about it, they do look a wee bit like blimps, right? Airships. So when people see an airship, it could be one of these flying submarines now that we're just hearing about. Maybe they've been around for a wee while, actually. Something else we need to add to our list of possibilities now, I think. And it looks like they were, at least got, this one was a prototype in 1946 with prop plane motors. So how would they do prop plane motors and keep them waterproof? There must have been some clever engineering in that. And what we've got here, flying submarine. So we don't know what people's artwork or if it's something actually real. Flying submarine. Let's put UFO. And does that narrow it down a bit? Nope. Let's put that one up again. And that looks like a flying submarine there. Go out a bit again. Yeah. I still haven't found the images and stuff that I've seen in books in my head. I still haven't managed to find some of those old stories or pictures related to it. I've eyewitness accounts of seeing these flying subs in Brazil or whatever it was. 3 of them in formation flying into the lake and going under, saying there's an underground, underwater, deep lake base there. I wonder if we can find those stories though. Mystery UFO spotted. Flying submarines, Brazil. UFO story. See what comes up with that one. Flying story reports. UFO disappeared in water. What's that one? Oh, that one. Yeah. I think that's just a weather balloon or something similar to it. Maybe even a Chinese spy balloon going into the water. Brazil. Was it Brazil or was it Peru? Peru. Some of you oldies out there will know what I'm talking about. You probably come across the same stories. Oh, here we go. Village horrified by text from giant yellow dye. No, I thought they were going to say yellow submarine. Yellow submarine Beatles song. U2 UFOs and Operation Blue Book. No. It's very hard to get those old stories, isn't it? Anyway, what you're saying. Better catch up on the side comments just in case I'm missing something. Talking about Shell. I hear no issues with me. 27 years, bloomin' heck. It did have a mate of, what's that? How's that got bigger again? I thought I resized that. What's going on here? I'm not sure. What's that to heaven, mate? I always believe that's what gave me precognitive dreams as well as an ability to bear children. Have to do nurse things. Okay. Are you still there, Shogun? So she's talking about her alien encounter. Submarine going after satellites. Especially if we can fly. We want the flying ones. No, we're not going to get those old stories. I don't think I've got magazines of them in anymore. You had the ancient airships one, but the submarines was also showed up way after that. It was soon after World War II, you know. Kind of remind me of the Skyrock rockets in Sweden. Anyway, better get back to my snapshots. How's the time going? Probably have to knock it on the head soon. I thought I'd close that one down. Right, okay. Back to the snapshots. So yeah, flying submarines is... So what she does, she eventually finds out there was an investigator that died, and she finds that the daughter's still around, and she's actually got all his UFO cases and boxes ready to share them, and videos and stuff, and they're quite interesting. That goes through the whole show, listed some of them. Really, someone like Robert needs to get their hands on that box and scan it all in and digitize it all, so all the stories are preserved, because that's his personal investigations. They won't be anywhere else. And so this is the reporter, a Scottish girl, working for BBC, and that's the daughter of the investigator called Randall, not Kevin Randall, but Randall. And there's a picture of her dad, Randall, and he's saying that if people knew the truth about aliens and UFOs coming here, you'd be so scared you'd be running. Apparently he got frightened off the case. Not sure whether it was Men in Black or... But something happened and they were trying to find out what scared him off. So it's quite interesting. Because that's another account we've heard in the UK, and the other guy was that time travel case, remember, where he got a message and scared him so much that he stopped investigating the case and left him to it. And there's the Scottish girl going. And she meets up with that guy from the school, David Davies, and he tells the story of the silver cigar-shaped UFO with a dome and a flashing red light on the top lifting up behind the trees. So I guess that drawing might be his one, I'm not sure. They didn't say it was. Did we just see it on the webpage? I think I closed it all down now, haven't I? I think he had his name on it. And then she goes through the box of eyewitness accounts and finds out there was a lot of adults, not just children, that saw this UFO in Wales, which is kind of interesting. And she reads out some of them on the show, so, and then she tracks down a couple of them and interviews them. So on to the last episode here, which is basically a summary, and I'm not sure, I think it's the last episode, but I think it's normally 4 or 6 episodes the UK do for their shows, especially if it's a new series. So she meets up with this woman here from one of those paperworks that she was looking through on the first episode, and she says she saw also a silver cigar-shaped UFO land in the paddock and saw little creatures get out of it. And she's had no answers even till today. And she said later on in night time that the UFO was hovering above her house. Cigar shaped like that. Was drawn by a neighbour across the opposite side of the pond or something, and that's what he drew. So there's multiple eyewitness accounts for these things, which suggests it's not everybody having mental breakdowns, and there's actually more to this. And the next one, she finds a clipping where it's talking about her dad, the Randall investigator, frightened UFO man. Or investigator, or whatever it says there. I'm not sure if you can read it. Can we read it? Not in my eyes. Man who was at the UFO hyposteria, something rocked West Wales. He's quit his job of investigating sightings because he has been frightened by what he discovered, and we don't know what he discovered. Retired veteran something rather. Here's his name, Randall, spelt that way. Jones, Randall Jones. I can't read that last name. I can't read out the rest of it, it's all out of focus. Anyway, so maybe we shouldn't be investigating it either. Maybe we're going to have more trouble in future otherwise. I shouldn't be laughing. And there he is there in the paper. Now, she finds other witness accounts in Wales, next door to the school. Swansea, I think. There was a UFO flap of the triangle craft. And she... was it here? Oh, maybe it wasn't here, but maybe this one was talking about a bright orange orb that was seen out to the Sea of Wales near a island, and it went in downwards into the island, like it went inside the island into the water or whatever, and disappeared. And that sort of reminded me of Robert Farmer's account, because he talked about a big orange orb skimming over the Sea of Wales when they were out fishing, and it went to a cove and disappeared, like it went to an underground base or something. You know, it just totally disappeared. She might be talking about that one. Yeah, this must be it. So is it? Oh no, she's talking about the TR3B. She said it was hovering over the houses here. And she manages to track down another guy the next day. By pure chance, he was one that actually saw it for himself. He's lived there for 20 odd years. And he's describing it there. That it was as big as a football field. Sounds a bit like that one in America. Can't think of the name. What's that place there in Arizona? Must be getting too early in the morning now. Why can't I think of the name? It's like I'm sort of been blanked out. Phoenix Lights. There we go. Okay, so she's talking about all these eyewitness accounts. She finds hundreds and hundreds of them. January 1983. It's not. What's that? 5 years after the school event, and other people seeing the other submarine type craft. Now they're seeing a triangle, and it goes all along the coast there to Swansea. And they're talking about lights on it. 3 lights in the corner. 3 white flashing lights. Swansea. And the show's called Paranormal, with a subtitle, The Village That Saw Aliens. So you can go and look them up. And she finds another eyewitness account that was looking at his, the power in the house went out, and he looked out the window and saw the triangle craft is pointing upwards there. And there he is there. And he went down to see the kids in the basement. I guess they had a basement downstairs. And they were scared. And he finds another woman that also talks about seeing the same craft. Oh, gonna push the wrong button now, aren't I? And she finds another couple that were kids at the time. They also describe seeing the same thing. So there's a lot of eyewitness accounts, and they are looking very credible people in my book. They look very honest with the body language. 2 yellow triangular. So they zoom in so you can't read the whole report, unfortunately. No sound. And it sped off at hypersonic speeds. So it was hovering above them, and then it just shoots off. And she starts listing up all the cases and put it on the map, and you can see it's totally covered here. So there's hundreds and hundreds of sightings, and they all sound the same. So she goes to a university to talk to a scientist in aeronautics, aerospace, and he says, well, look at this. And you might remember there's also another one that we're looking at similar to this, which is the experimental blimp. That looked like a rocket ship hovering in the sky. which was used for tracking weather and also experimental internet instead of using Starlink. But this is actually looking below the blimp, and it's got 3 lights on it. And you said, oh, that's what it could have been. It could have been a blimp, they were saying. So he keeps comparing it to a blimp and saying, well, it's as a blimp. It's this Goodyear blimp. And then she asked him, well, all the accounts talked about this triangle craft swimming off, speeding off. And he said, do blimps do that? And he said, no. And then he said, in that case, I don't know what they saw. So at least he was honest. But he said at the end, is that the same guy? Oh no, that's the next one she goes and talks to. At the end he says it could be some government experimental craft. Which is possible. It could be like the Manta submarine that can fly as well. So, yeah, that's always the problem. Is it aliens or is it us? And she says at the end of the episode, I wish the government would simply just come clean, tell it was us if it was their experimental craft so we can just put it to rest. Amen. So everything that we want to happen for the last 70 odd years is that we want the government to be honest and tell us it's their secret craft so we don't have to worry about it being aliens, but they haven't. So they do all this disinformation and personal attacks and all that on people claim they're mental or whatever. We got some comments here. Who we got with us now? T-Bits, how's it going? That blimp looks like Wow Lord, the Pokemon. Osru, good day mate, how's it going? Kiwi here in Christchurch. Don't think I've seen you around before. But I don't normally do this stupid hour. And how's the stats going here? So we've got 6 people on Pilled. 25 have dropped by, and no one's had a like on it so far. So we've been looking at these new TV show in UK with really credible eyewitness accounts for triangle craft and also flying submarines. So that's what we've been looking at tonight. And I'll be doing my regular show on the weekend too, Sunday, so that'll be your Saturday, near midnight if you're around. And we got 2 on Rumble, which is very strange. I thought we'd get at least 10 we normally get there, but looks like we only got 2 sitting there. And yeah, YouTube and Pilled are the ones that are most active at the moment. Anyway, she goes to London to talk to this guy here next. Winnie Adams, and a podcaster, never heard of him. And what's he do? He shows the Calvine triangular craft, and she's pulling a funny face. Why is it not working? Come on. The Calvine one, remember this, with the Harrier jet passing it. Now apparently there was 5 photographs taken, and all 5 photographs have gone missing. Given to the Department of Defence, and all the photos and negatives have gone missing. Wonder why. Anyway, the eyewitness is the cameraman from the newspaper. I remember seeing all the negatives, and he said that was pretty much the same, but the plane had moved further along like this. 5 snapshots. Of course, people were saying it's a model suspended on fishing line, and I don't think so. I think it might have been an experimental craft. It could have been lighter than air, just like what they've been saying. that can move at hypersonic speeds. But yeah, I said it could be like 2 jets back to back on a blimp that you can't see behind, as some form of sky station. Remember that I did a live show on it? Because if you have a look at this, it looks like it's got a black cone, and it looks like it's got a glass panel here where the pilot would sit, and it looks like it's got a backbone, so it looks kind of like a F4 jet. And this one looks like a similar one, but it looks like it might have some sort of different nose cone on here, like a radar dish. Again, that looks like a cabin there, just like this one has a reflection point. So I reckon it's 2 jets back to back, hovering in the sky on one of these helium blimps, and for some reason it got loose and come floating down over UK. That's my gut feeling. I don't think it's alien technology. I think this is why it's been covered up so much, this one. Some people were saying that there was a reflection in a lake. You can see it's dark underneath, but do you expect that on a 3D object anyway? Because the sun's coming down this way, we expect this to be shadow. And I don't think you'd get it in the same proportions, reflection, would you? I think, depending on the angle of the sun, I don't think you'd also get it in the same height as that bit there. But you can see it looks like it overlaps here on the wing. So how would the pilots get into these craft? Well, we might have an entry point underneath, a bit like on Thunderbirds, right? And the helium balloon has got these little sacks inside of helium, but it's also got walkways, and also they probably just climb up a ladder into the hutch, or climb into a thing that automatically lifts them up and clips them in. Some mechanical arm inside. And then they simply drop down over a country without having to go great distances, right? Or having something at the edge of space that can drop down over Russia with nuclear bombs in it would make sense, wouldn't it? And she tried to reach out to the Defence Force, the Ministry of Defence, and just got the same old blurb back. This is because in over 50 years no such report into the department indicated the existence of any military threat to the UK, and it was deemed more valuable to prioritise MOD staff resources towards other defence-related activities. The MOD has no opinion on existence of extraterrestrial life and no longer investigates reports of sightings. Well, they did a really poor job then, because that Randall guy, he certainly got some really good eyewitness accounts. So yeah, that's my recommendation for tonight anyway. Just a little short show tonight, and that's all I was going to cover. And it looks like my new stats tracker is working perfectly fine there. So it's coming up to 3:30 AM. I normally go to bed about 4 AM. How long do we go on for? Seems like a long time. 2 hours. I suppose that's long enough for tonight. So yeah, I figured that, just popping in. Yep. You can scroll back and watch what we're going over if you want to. Go and check out my Reddit. I don't know. Let's just do a quick check around, see if my account is working. Rumble, have a look at Rumble directly. Says it's got 3 watching. Is that what mine says down here? Only says 2 unless they just popped on. 1 like. Let me just reload that just to check. Yep, says it's got 3 there. How come mine hasn't updated? Oh, right, because I only do it every 40 seconds. Okay, it's updated now. Okay, so it's working. I'm happy. I don't want no bugs. I will improve it in time, though. And builds, how are we going on there? We only got 1 like and 6 watching at the moment, which is quite a lot, I would have thought, for this time of night. And 26 have dropped by. And we've had the Aussie Roo from there. Okay. And YouTube. So we've got 4 on the admin panel there and 5 likes. Is that what it says? Yep, 4 and 5. Looks like it's working perfectly fine. So I'll probably eventually will add Twitch on the list, and I'm not sure if anyone's on Twitch is watching. I just sent it out to Twitch as well, but I'm not tracking it. Let's have a look. We got 1 on Twitch watching. Whether it's me, I don't know if it counts me or not there. But what I'll do is maybe either scroll this last line with the other stats, or have it blink between. So that stays up longer, and then it blinks up the other ones, and then it flips back again. But yeah, we're multi-stream in multi-places at the same time. And just proves I'm a computer scientist that actually can code, which gets the information I need from all those sites and puts it into one place. This one doesn't update automatically. I have to click on the alien, and that will give me the current subs at my main sites as well. BitChute, which has sort of died off. We've got Rumble there, and Pilled, and YouTube. That's my older code. I could probably improve that, have it automatic now, I suppose. Check every minute or whatever. And, oh, we got 1 new sub there on YouTube. Thanks very much. That's heading towards the right direction. Only another 7,000 to go. We need to get to that 10,000 subs before anybody notices, you know, your YouTube channel, what you do for the community. So I'm going to leave it there, guys, and I got a ton more stuff coming. We've got snapshots here from Skinwalker Ranch and beyond Skinwalker Ranch to go over, and all those bookmarks on the browser. Yeah, I think it's a couple of rows, isn't it? What am I doing? This way. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So we've got a fair bit to cover. And also, Robert Farmer might be coming on one of these weekends, probably on a Sunday, to do a catch-up show, and also talk about maybe more on the Broadhaven and Wells UFO sightings, stuff that he's actually discovered since as well, to do an update on that, maybe other things as well, and also the other nonsense that's happening in ufology that everybody seems to be focusing on. So we might do a catch-up show in one of the coming weekends. He said he'll get back to me. So yeah, we've got lots planned, lots to research and bring towards your way of information, real stuff. So yeah, go and check out that show. I should have really find the link to it for you. I thought I did have it there, but and I accidentally deleted it actually. Why is that not coming up? Computer lagging a bit. Alright. It's called Paranormal. The Village. That saw alien. So what's interesting is I talked about these aliens being 8 foot tall, not the typical greys at all. These look like they're a different type of aliens. Very skinny, very tall, wearing silver suits. And she found out 2 months later that these pranksters were wearing firemen's suits and wasn't related to what the woman was seeing or describing, because it was 2 months difference in time. So it wasn't sort of like a fireman or something like that pranking the woman and other people that saw the same thing. Looks like I got to type it there. Let's see if it finds it anyway. I'll post it in the side comments. BBC trailer. There we go. There might be a trailer you can play. Because I won't be able to play it here. There you go, 20 seconds. So go and have a play of the trailer directly on your computers. And see if you think you're going to want to download and watch it. I'll just post it on the side here. In fact, it's one of the better shows I've seen. But she missed out a lot of stuff, and it could have been a lot longer, of course. But it beat having Nick Pope on there. None of the talking heads that normally ruin it all for me. No Nick Pope, no David Clark, none of the regulars, at least, which is good in my book. Anyway, I'm going to say good night, and thanks for joining us and testing out my new app anyway. And tracking app. And I'll see you again soon. I need to get to bed and have some sleep. And unblock my nose because it's getting harder and harder to talk now. But yeah, I guess that'll play for you. If not, get a VPN and choose one in UK and you'll be able to play it no problem. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you can actually watch the show free through BBC website. It's got episode 1 here. Looks like you might be able to. But often they ask for a subscription now. You used to be able to do it in the past. But if you're in BBC, you probably can get a... through your license, you know. You have to buy a TV license over there, don't you? So go and check it out if you missed it, Shogun, because you'll enjoy it, I think. And let us know what your thoughts are on it if you do watch it. Okay, let's wind this down and take care on the roads. I'll see you again very soon, hopefully. I should do some more Charlie Roo videos as well. Haven't done any for a while, I've been busy. There's it planned. There we go. Yeah, good night, Shelly. You Christian? What's the Christian? I don't think I saw a Christian. But anyway, if you post it on YouTube, I'll answer it there. If not tomorrow, when I check things over. Never had a Game Boy. Alice Morrison. Yeah, you're an old timer. My first computer was ZX81. $100 computer back then, and you had to build it yourself. You had to solder it up. Anyway, I better end this. Thanks for your kind words and likes, and hit the like buttons.